Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. See if we're here yet. Nope. Today is not the 20th. Today is the 21st. 21st. Come on. There we are. Thank you, Facebook, for playing nice in the play yard. You get an A+ for playground manners. So let's get the link out. I wonder if people still use this link thing. I never hear from anybody if they use it or not, but guess one of these days I'll ask. And then let's get over to the Creative Hand lettering page. And today is March 21st, 2025. Whoops, 21st, Lindsay. And the guest prompt artist is Gerard Richter, R-I-C-H, Richter, I think. I think that's right. All right, let's do this. All right, there's our video. We are ready to roll. How's everybody doing this morning? This fine, lovely, blustery looking day outside where I don't think we're going to get any rain here, but it is very blustery and I like it that way. Oh, my husband's sending me dog videos. Honey, don't send me dog videos during my show. It messes it all up. I don't care, really. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Penny. Johanna. Ruth Ann. Go take your meds also. It's funny, he's never taken any meds. Now I have to remind him. All right, let's get started. Hi, Laura and Shari. The Admiral says, hey, he's off work. I have a package to send to the Admiral, but I have been a little busy. But it's coming. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Laura. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Leslie. Leslie, I realize your name is not Tennant anymore. Hi, Denise. Good morning, Admiral. Aye, aye. All here, sir. All here, Captain. Captain? No, Admiral. Hi, Cynthia. Shameless plug time. Here we go. First and foremost, all shameless plugs revolve around the Creator of Cuteness website, creatorofcuteness.com. I will say there's not a lot of classes there right now, but I'm getting there. Classes will be put back up once I figure out if once I download a live video and then put it back up on Facebook, then it is not a live video and then it should stay. That's what I've been told by Facebook, but doesn't always work. So, okay, creatorofcuteness.com, that's the place. Let's talk about Journal Playday. The 17th quarter is up and ready to enroll in because all those videos are live. And if they stay for 30 days, then that's not a big deal. But all the other classes, I want to make sure that all those videos stay forever. Hi, Arlene and Pamela and Beatrice. Susan. Hey, Carmen, are you coming over? Party. Woo! I got a kegger. Could you imagine if we had a keg of beer here for crafting? How crazy that would be. I don't. I don't have a keg of beer. Okay, so the way this works is it's $25 for each quarter, April, May, and June. But the way it works is we make the April book in March, we make the May book in April, we make the June book in May. And each month you make a new book, a new journal, like the one we've been playing here all week. And then you get 1 to 3 new art pages from me each month. But in May, I went insane because all I had was paper to play on in the hospital. So I did a ton for May. You'll get to see it in a minute. You get to learn a new tip or trick each month. And man, do I have a good one for this month. I haven't even tried it yet, but I hope it works. And then Creator of Cuteness is where you sign up for the journaling class for Journal Play Day. Here is the artwork for April. You get these stinking cute bunnies. And if you've been in Journal Play Day for a while, you know that every year I do bunnies. So there's a lot of bunnies you can choose from. There's also more bunny collage elements on the Creator of Cuteness website if you need bunnies this time of year. These bunnies coordinate with the colors of the background papers of carrots. Hold on. And bunnies. And then I gave everybody this one, which is from the Bootsy and Friends Play Day, or Play. I can't remember what it is, but you get all those background papers, those bunnies, and then you also get this one, which is landscape pockets. You get a couple of little cute flowers, and then you get the spring border. And this is probably my favorite one. You get this rainbow lined page. I also want to do one going this way because I need more lines going this way. You know what I mean? Horizontally. So there's that. This is what's coming for May. Are you ready? I hope so. You get this one. You get this one, which I have to scan, obviously. And this one, these both have to be scanned. Well, anyway, you get these dizzy daisies and circles. You get this one, which is just a backgroundy kind of thing. Have to scan that. Then you get the Dizzy Daisies background paper, which I really like how it came out. You get this one in black and white and in color. You also get, hold on. You also get this one in black and white and in color. And then you get this one for, it's a background that goes this direction. You get it this way, and then I'm thinking I'm going to add some detail in it, but I kind of have to look at it for a while and decide because I love it like this. And I printed it out, and it prints out really nice. So I kind of really like it just like that. And then I printed this one out also to test and make sure it came out good. So this is the, I don't know, circle flowers. I don't know what you want to call them, but it came out really nice. That's the original for the Dizzy Daisy background. So let's count what we have here. We have one. This one you don't get in black and white and in color because I was at the hospital. I couldn't scan it. 2, 3, 4, because you get this in black and white and in color. 5. This one is not in black and white and in color. 5, 6, 7. So 7 pages for May. And I think those are going to be really fun to use because they just lend themselves to flowers. And May is the month of flowers. So that's the deal for Journal Play Day. So you can sign up for that now at creatorofcuteness.com. Next one is the Creative Book Club, which is also available for a new sign up. You can still sign up for the 5th session, and the 5th session goes through January, February, March, and April. So we do have one more month of this. And then this one goes from May, June, July, and August. You get 4 months for $30. And the way this one works is we review a new book each month. This is the book we're reviewing for March. We play in the No Excuses art journaling book each month, which is this one, or no, which is this one. We do this every month. So you get 2 classes this year instead of 1 normally for the book club. And then we make a new project or learn a new technique each month from the new book. This is the new book for March, right? So the way it works is it's $30 and you get May, you get 2 classes. You get the 2nd of May and the 30th of May. June, you get 2 classes. July, 2 classes. And August, 2 classes. Does that make sense? You get one at the beginning of the month and one at the end of the month. So that is the Creative Book Club. Before we start this, let me talk about this. when my husband was in the hospital just recently, right? Um, it was St. Patrick's Day, and at the cafeteria they had either corned beef and cabbage or a Reuben with sauerkraut and Thousand Island. And heck, if I didn't choose the Reuben, I don't think you can see it very well, but the Thousand Island spilled from here to here, and I came home and I just threw um, bleach on top of it to get the stain out, and it did come out, but there's a big white spot here now, and I haven't really decided. I think I want to paint some leaves going down here. I think I'll use this little thing with the acrylic paint in it that we've been playing with. And then I'm going to take some fabrics. I've got some really cool grays and blacks here, and I'm going to do some circle flowers, I think, on it. See all my cool fabrics? The only colors look at this one, really cool. The only colors I'm adding in is a little bit of a gray blue and maybe a green. And I have this one that has green wording on it. I think this is the very last piece I have of this. And this one, look at this cool fabric. It's got ladies on it, but it's got great text. Don't ask me where I got all these. I collect only black and white fabric. When I buy stuff, I only buy black and white because you can always color this to make it whatever color you want it. This one's super cool. Very modern, but it's got some great textures on it. And then a gray. This does not belong in here. Anyway, so I just thought I would show you that so you can see the beginning and where I'm going to go. My girlfriends are coming over today, so I might work on this today. So I just thought I'd show you how it starts out, and I'll go from there. Carmen says, when I painted clothes, I used a big piece of cardboard for stability, and then it would not leak through to the back. I do the same thing, Carmen, but I put wax paper on my cardboard so that it doesn't stick to the cardboard and dry. So thought I'd share that. Carmen, did you answer me? Are you coming over? All right. So yesterday was me day. It was Lindsay day. Today is Gerhard Richter. I learned something about Gerhard Richter today. He's very eclectic. Um, I also learned that Richter is the last name of Lisa McDonald. It was her maiden name, Richter. So McDonald is also Richter, Lisa Richter. So that's why she chose him. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Oh, Carmen, I think it is still the 28th also. I think this was just one that I needed and Karen needed, and we decided to do it. So come if you like. All right, so that's what we're doing. I printed this out because ain't no way I'm going to be able to paint this. Lisa said she's going to, but I have an idea. So let me get to his page and let me show you some of his work. One of the things he does is called overpainted photographs. And he's in tons of museums, by the way, another one of those kind of painters. So this is a photograph with palm trees, and then he threw some white paint on there. Don't ask me. I don't know. Then he has things called, whoops, come back. Well, these are his. This is all Gerhard Richter. I'd call them Rubik's Cubes. Then he does these photo paintings, which are, I don't really understand it, but like it's a photograph and then he paints it, but I don't know. They look like photos to me. See, look. They're called photo paintings. And those are in museums. These are all in museums. Where's the one I loved? Oh, he has a whole series of stripes. So you could do stripes. Here's oil on paper. I don't understand it, but oil on paper. And then watercolors. He does watercolors. Let's see what those look like. They're very pretty, don't you think? I mean, whatever. And then here's his drawings. Like, see that? That's a drawing of a man in a subway, I think. I don't know. No, this is a man, Terry. He has lots of skeletons in his closet. I don't know what Atlas is, but he does a lot of Atlas work. Ooh, now I like this. That's one page or one piece of art. It's called scrapbooking. What did we miss? Prints. Let's see what his prints are. They're just more of the same. All right, this one's kind of cool. I don't know. Anyway, there's your schooling for the day. So I'm going to take this already printed out. Hold on, let's get back to okay, there we are. Here's where we are. This is what I did yesterday. I did a sunshine grill in case you missed it. It was late last night. It was 4 p.m. in the afternoon yesterday that I came on and did this because my husband had doctor's appointments yesterday. So now we have to find another empty page like this one or this one, this one, this one. Maybe we'll use this one because that's very Gerhard Richter-ish. So here's what I think I'm going to do. Hang on. Oh, I need a piece of paper. And I think we'll do something kind of eclectic because his work is definitely eclectic. So maybe we'll start with this. I don't want to cover this. I love this too much to cover it. So let's do this. We'll fold it. All right. And then we're going to cut this. Oh, Michelle, you don't have to thank me for yesterday. Thank you for yesterday for watching. It was very fun to do. I really needed that. Just a little escape, you know? So we're going to cut this along this brown line right here. It's nice to use these columnar pads because you get lines to cut on. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this out. Or maybe we'll tear it. Let's tear it. So we're going to use his actual art. He does have a great quote, which we'll use today. So I'm just adding water around the edge of this. We've done this before, and hopefully it works. Just going to tear. The water saturates the paper and makes it easy to tear. Doesn't always tear how you want it to, but does make it easier. I may have to tear it again because it might be too big. Sandy says, cardiac rehab is such an important part of recovery. After my hubby has his heart attack, he did cardio rehab for 3 months. It was, yeah, ours is covered by our insurance too. He is continuing to do the same stuff on his own. Yeah. Oh, well, I tore where I didn't want it to tear. That's all right. I was reading Sandy's post instead of looking at what I was doing. So I think it'll go out this way. It's going to end up sticking out like that. Will that open if I glue that down? I think it'll open. So anyway, I guess we're cheating. Is this considered cheating? Yeah, it's kind of cheating, but not really. We're going to do some more stuff. Don't worry. Good morning, Cindy. How is your hubby this morning? Cindy's hubby had a numb foot. They had to go to the hospital. I don't even remember. Was it a numb foot or a tingly foot? I gotta say, I'm done with hospitals and done with healthcare. Healthcare is just bad. But we'll talk about something else. All right. Okay. So we got that part of, and this has to go all the way to the edge or it's not going to open. Right? All right. So I'm not going to worry about the book yet. And he does over painted photos, you know? So we're going to do an over painted photo here. Remember I showed you the over painted photo? Do you want to see it again? Let's show you one more time. Well, where is it? So he'll take a photo. Here's one. It's crazy, weird, wild. It's a little crazy. I can't even understand that one. Here's one. Oh, come on, just open, one of you guys. There you go. So do you see how he added paint on top of this photo? It's just weird. But we're going to do it anyway. Oh, Cindy says he couldn't feel his left foot. They think it's drop foot and he needs a boot and see a neurologist. Oh, good luck with that. I have been supposed to see a neurologist for months. Hasn't happened. Okay, I read something and I don't know if it works, so let's try it. This is acrylic paint gesso. It's gesso, right? I want to take some watercolor. Let's try a different one. Let's use our Gansai Tombes, which I haven't used in a long time. And we'll do a blue. And I'm going to add this blue paint to this gesso. Let's see if it works. It does. So it's turning my gesso blue. Do you see that? So let's do overpainting with this. Did you know you could color gesso? So I can get white up here if I wanted to. And I can overpaint like he does on this crazy, right? Crazy. I don't understand it, but we're going to do it because Gerhard told us to. No, I don't know. Let's add a little darker. I'm sure I'm not doing him justice. But anyway. Okay, I think we'll leave that. Let's get a little purple in there because it's a little purpley over here. So I'm just going to add purple on top of the gesso. I don't like the white really. The purple is way better. Okay, do you see that? I mean, it's ridiculously crazy, but We're doing it. It's very pop art, modern art. I don't even know what it is. But I think this is where we'll put his quote, which is beautiful. He has a great quote. I love the purple in there. Try to get all this dry before we take a pen to it. And this might be my new favorite thing. This coloring gesso with watercolor. I bet you could do the same thing with acrylic paint. I don't know the content of whether or not it's going to last. Do you know what I mean? But I do like it. So we did Gerhard Richter overpainting. Don't worry, it's going to get better. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Yeah, I don't really get it, but it's kind of fun. I mean, I don't know. So now I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a blue, and this is an ocean here. So we're going to add some waves. Maybe we'll add a purple. And then maybe some green. I can come down. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave it so high up in the sky. Okay. So in here, here's his quote that I really like. Art is the highest form of hope. Terry says, tape a banana to the wall. Who gets that? Yeah, I don't get it. So art is the highest form of hope. Where's my pens? Okay, so we're going to just put some lettering in here, and that'll make me feel better. Because it just looks dumb to me. I don't get it. I'm sorry, Gerhard Richter. And we could leave it at this, but I have another thing that he does a lot of that I want to do on the inside of this. And I got to tell you what, these Micron pens are working really well on top of the, what do you call it? Gesso. So I do really like this quote. I don't really understand his art. Oh, that was not dry. Oh well. So my girlfriends are coming over today, and usually when we go to somebody's house, we offer to make food for everybody. I had to tell everybody today to bring their own food because we have turned into a salt-free home, and there's not much to eat here after I had to throw everything away because a can of soup has a ridiculous amount of salt. All right, Hope's gonna go right in here. A little wet still. I ran out of room on my overpainting. Oh well. This is when I wish that I was very wealthy and could hire a personal chef, because I know there could be good things that we could eat from a personal chef, but I'm not very creative at cooking. Well, pretty much not creative at all at cooking, not at all. Oh, that pen did not like the micron pen on top of the gesso. Oh well. Let's see on this one. If I don't hit the black, pretty okay. Okay, that word hope needs a little help. Help with hope. See what we got here. What is this pen? Oh, this is a dot pen. Well, it didn't really help the hope, but it was kind of fun to use. These are those clean color dot pens from Kuretake. They're very cool. Oh, I know, Cynthia. I'm going to look into meal delivery just for dinners, just for a while, so I can figure it all out. Let's try this gray. And then we'll get to the inside of this, which should be more fun, at least for me. Not really excited about this lettering. It looked better in my head, and then when I did it, not so good. But it's okay. I had a dream last night about my daughter's wedding, and Usher came. Do you know who Usher is? Singer, I guess, rapper. It's kind of weird because I don't even really like Usher. Weird dreams. It looks better now. We're going to do more overpainting, I think, on the inside of this. Okay. Yes, Kathy, shop around the outside of the store, because that's what they told me when I did Weight Watchers. It's been a long time since I've done Weight Watchers, but I do remember that. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I have some magazines here, pretty much a catalog. And I found this beachy picture that kind of goes with his stair-steppy thing. But I had another couple. We'll use this one because I like those colors. And then I have this one that has a this kind of stuff in it, and the palm trees. Yes, Terry, we love salmon, so we're going to be doing a lot of salmon. Okay, this, I want this here. Luckily. And I want these columns. See these columns here? And then we'll see what else we need. So let's start with this. Got it. Just have to find the scissors. All right. Gonna get this glued down here. So I'm gonna cut this part. Should I bring the camera up a little bit now, maybe? Since we're not drawing and it'd be nice to see the whole thing. All right. Just gonna glue these down. I'm gonna cut the top and the bottom off. And I didn't put glue here so I could tuck something underneath it. We're gonna do this beachy one, but I'm probably gonna end up with some of this text here. Not sure. Yeah, a little text in there. So it looks like he does a lot of these over painting things with photographs. So I thought, well, this might be kind of a fun, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing, but kind of fun. Kind of fun to know not know what you're doing. Well, and then I want this column. Go this way. And I definitely want all these leaves. Let's tear it. I don't want any of her, well, maybe we'll leave her arm in there. I mean, why not, right? Is this where it folds? Okay. Or should we do it this way? We'll do it this way. We'll hide her arm under that column. Who said you could paint over the text? Yes, Sandy, that's my idea too. Love that idea. Thank you. And I'm going to put the column right here. So I guess we'll leave part of her arm sticking out. Or do we want the column? Yeah, we want it like that. But yeah, we're going to use more gesso and do his over painting. Glue this little flappy thing down. Got a lot of glue there. Sometimes Fabrifix does not like magazine pages, but it appears okay. Oh, there's a lot of glue here now. All right, let's get it off of my table. Oh, sorry, lady. Isn't it funny that you get catalogs still? I get catalogs and I don't buy anything from catalogs at all. Remember when you used to get just tons of catalogs? Remember the Lily and Vernon catalog? That Lily and Vernon catalog was the beginning of how I decided to start a store that did personalizing, because I never could find my name on anything. And I loved that Lily and Vernon catalog so much because you could order everything with your name on it, you know? All right, so we're going to fold this because this is going to go in the book like that. And then we're going to take this gesso and just kind of gesso it in places. I don't want any of this text in here, so just not sure what I'm doing. But I think I need a little more gesso because it was very thin. Maybe we'll add some green to it. Oh, I love the current catalogs. Those were great catalogs. So let's take this green and add it to our gesso. It's really cool when you put color into gesso. Don't you think? Is it just me? Or is it cool? I like it. See if we can go a little darker. But I do like the seafoamy kind of color. I think this is a darker green. What happens when we splatter? Okay. Happy. And I'm going to get rid of some of those splatters in my gesso. That one can stay. I still buy from Current. Does anybody still buy from the Current catalog? I do. All right. Well, it doesn't really look like his overpainting, but it is Lindsay overpainting. And we're going to use a black Posca pen in just a moment. But I got to get this all dry. Sandy says, this way of creating is so fun, just experimenting with all kinds of stuff, not knowing beforehand what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, I did see somebody take, like, look how pretty that is. Maybe we need to use that. Let's get some of that paint off of there. Ooh, it's getting cooler. Oh, well. Pretty cool. Might have to use this little piece. Dry it all. All of it. I did my page go dark. And now I'm back. You might be able to put pigment powders into this. I think that would be fun. Very cool. All right, I want to get rid of all this because it has paint everywhere on it. I don't want to get that on another shirt that I have to alter. I think that's almost dry. It's hard with acrylic because sometimes acrylic dries and it's still shiny, but I do think that gesso dries more matte finish. It's not quite dry yet, but that's all right. Maybe not. I don't know. I kind of like this. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of fun. Maybe we'll make a flower out of it or something. It's kind of collage day, I guess. When I looked at his stuff and I saw that he did those over paintings, I'm like, and that's art? If there's anybody who's new here since I showed the pictures of his over paintings, go look at Gerhard, whatever his name is, Gerhard Richter, and look at his over paintings. Just having way more Lindsay fun than Gerhard Richter fun. I think I can get one more leaf out of this green grass. Maybe a little one over here. Definitely leaves. I didn't glue it all the way down so I could tuck the leaves under, but down here it looks like I did glue it all the way down. Who knows? It's a happy blob. Yep. Denise said it's a fun blob. It's like happy cows. In California, we have happy cows. And what's his name? You know, Bob the Builder. No, why can't I think of his last name? Bob Ross. He does happy trees. Okay. So I want to use this black Posca pen that I don't use very often, but I think it'll work good over gesso. And we're just going to start by putting these little things in here. Little parentheses kind of dealy bops. Oh, it's really not dry yet though. Kind of not so good on the pen. Right in there, it's not dry. If you just keep scribbling off, like I'm going on to another, I scribble it off to get rid of that sticky paint that's still kind of sticky. This is definitely not Gerhard Richter-ish. He would never draw a flower. But I see flowers where there are blobs. So I kind of like it. And I think we'll use a blue in here. Oh, the Sparkle Pop pen is not going to like this wet paint, though. It's okay. It's very sticky. Well, it was fun to play with. Not sure I like anything on this page, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. I will say Gerhard Richter is not my favorite. But again, it was a fun trial and error thing. Let's see what we could do. I'm going to try more watercolor. I don't know. I could mess the whole thing up. Yep. It all just smeared. But that's okay. Still kind of fun. Gonna do a little of that purple in here. Yeah. Doesn't really look purpley, but it's okay. I'm all right. And then I'm gonna do, I don't even know if this is somebody's quote, but it's kind of gonna work with this because it's such a weird mess of stuff. Let's try this. What about using the blue dot pen? Oh, that's a good idea, Tammy. I don't know if that dot pen is going to work on magazine pages, but once I find it, I'll give it a shot. There it is. Yeah, because I think I only have the blue up here. It does work on the gesso part. Let's see if I have any other colors. See if it works on the magazine. Oh, it does. Weird. I would never have thought that it would work on the magazine page. Good thinking, Tammy. That's why we keep you around. You're full of ideas. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I thought I had other colors of these. Oh, I do. I have a weird, what color is this? Pale turquoise. Okay, now we're talking. Now I'm liking it. Very happy. I don't even know if this will dry on here, but I guess we'll find out. Good job, Tammy. You just earned your keep. Let's see. Yeah, those are dry. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go from there to there, or maybe from here. Very shaky this morning. We're going to thicken this up a bit, and then I think we're going to be done. I think maybe some black on the leaves. Art is what you make it. I don't know if this is somebody's quote, but I've said it for a long time. And we just made art out of a bunch of junky trash. Oh, the pens that I dotted with, Maureen, I would love to get every color of these, but I only have 4. I found them at the Japanese dollar store called Daiso. Zig Clean Color Dot. And I think they make 12 colors, but I only found a couple. But I thought this was a good quote for this because I kind of really didn't want to do it, honestly. It wasn't something that I was really excited about doing, but I do like the interior of this page now. The exterior is okay. It's nothing fantastic, but it is Gerhard Richter after all. Oh, fix that a little. Art is what you make it, right? And we made it a big mess today. But it was kind of fun. It's fun to just play with stuff. I will tell you what, though, that gesso with watercolor is my new favorite thing. I'm going to be doing more of that. I like the way it dries matte finish, unlike acrylic paint, which dries shiny. So that's pretty cool. Art is what you make it. Can't really see the dots in there, but it is cool. And then let's take our Posca pen. Add some lineage. Really into lines lately. I don't know why, but I am. Oh, so shaky to do dots. Why are dots so shaky and lines were so okay for me to draw? Add a few more down here. Wish I had my other color Poscas, but they're downstairs. But I might add some purple into this. Well, you guys, I think we're about done here. A lot of glue right there and wet paint. Oops. Right there is a big blob of glue. Yeah, I kind of like it now. Anybody else? Let's glue it down right after the Posca pen dries. Posca pens take a long time to dry. Oops, and I put my hand right in there. I smeared these dots, so that means there's going to get to be more dots on that leaf. And we'll do that same thing over here. When you smear it, you got to balance it out, you know? This flower came out kind of cool. Starting with a blob. Okay. Uno mas. Some white dots. Oh, thank you, Denise. It's an intervention. I know it. My kids are coming over tonight to cook us dinner, and they're coming to yell at us, I'm sure. We did get clearance from my husband's doctor yesterday to go to the concert that we're going to tomorrow. It's the band called America, if you know America. And he was so cute. My husband told him, we're going to go to a concert. And then finally I said, or maybe my husband said, he said, it's a band called America. Have you ever heard of him? And he's a very dry sense of humor doctor. And he goes, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Horse with no name. Like that. He, he got really excited. I'm like, wow, we finally found something that we have in common with this doctor, maybe. This dry sense of humor doctor. And he said, oh, yeah, we'll do. So we had a chest film done yesterday and lab work, and the chest film came back clear. So the doctor said, yeah, as long as you, don't run to get there or get into a mosh pit. And we said, it's not really a mosh pit kind of concert. Okay, I think we've done enough damage with this, but it's pretty fun. Let's come back to here and add just a few of the other dots. And some of the white. Kind of coordinate, or not even coordinate, but tie it together a little bit. Here's the stair steps. So we'll do those lines in black, and that'll kind of coordinate with the interior of this page. Okay, so we have the lines there, we have some dots, and we have some lines and dots in there. So let's glue it to the page. All right, come on, glue. I left the bottle open. I shouldn't have done that. It's almost bowl of cereal time for Lindsay, so that's exciting. I do like how this one's going to flap open and that I have a spot there to do some lettering on as well. How that it's going to be kind of off the edge. So we're going all the way to the edge of this page. Okay. Put the glue back on. Okay, well, it's a little weird of a page for me, but and then this opens like this. I kind of like it. I wish there was more green here. I could probably have just a little bit. Oh no, it's in Reno, Terry. Reno. Just driving to Reno, not Vegas. Oh, that just doesn't sound like fun. So I kind of want to pick up some of this green over here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of green. I think that's good, right? Well, kind of wish I hadn't done that, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, don't forget to put his name, Arlene said. Oh, yeah, this isn't my art. I found his signature for Lisa so she could copy his signature. So his name is Gerhard. Gerhard. H-A-R-D, not Hart. Richter. R-I-C-H-T-E-R. Isn't that funny that it's Lisa McDonald's maiden name? That's why she picked him. I'm going to fix this here real quick. Oh, thank you. Whoever said that. Who said that? Thank you, Tammy. Denise says, I'm glad you're getting a room. Oh, yeah, I got us a fancy room, a king size bedroom. I'm going to add some stuff right in here, and I might color this in before I'm done. What time is it? I'm okay. Let's do this. And there he goes. Still got the cough. I used to be able to make the most perfect circles. Not so much anymore. I do think I've got to color this in here. It's kind of bugging me. I think we'll go with a darker green. Oh, that is really dark. The Gansai Tombe watercolors are very pigmented, so you get a lot of deep dark color with them. Yep. Happier with this being a color than just white. And the gray lines that I did in here do show up, so that's kind of cool. Okay. Almost done. I do want more of these green bluey. Those are great colors. Now I'm done. Promise. All right, let's look at it after we dry it for a sec. Boy, I love the way watercolor and gesso worked on that columnar pad paper. I'm gonna have to do more of that. Okay, so we have art is the highest form of hope. Might need a little white in here, but. And then we have art is what you make it. I do love how this came out. It's pretty cool. There you go. So that was kind of an interesting one. Lisa. Thank you so much for stretching our brains. Wonder what happens when you put Sparkle Pop on top of black. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm really done, you know? But I can't help it. Can't help myself but continue. And I'm thinking this green in here. I know I said white, but I think green inside some of these letters. Not a lot of letters to draw in the center of. All right. Stop, Lindsay, stop. Gotta know when to quit. That's the hardest part. When do you quit? All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching today. Today is Friday, so I won't be back here until Monday, right? And let's just see what our prompt is on Monday, but I can't find our prompts. Hang on, I'm getting there. Here it is. Oh, lovely, joyful. Monday is Carita Can't Look. This says, "Look, love is here to stay." What a beautiful quote we get to do on Monday. I love Corita. And then we have Andy Warhol, Joan England Walsh. Love Joan England Walsh. Vincent van Gogh, Clementine Hunter, who is a primitive, I think, African American painter, and Kara Walker Cotton. This looks like all black and white. Well, it should be a fun week next week, right? I'll see you guys next week. Have a really good time this weekend, whatever it is you do, and I hope you do something fun. Okay, see you later. Bye.